Howdy ho, party people, ZDS here, and welcome back to more Metroid Prime 2 on my channel. And in the last video, we went ahead and defeated the Boost Ball Guardian. I murdered his ass in about 5 seconds flat, just using the Hyper Beam because that's how fucking awesome I am. But in this video, we're going to be heading a little bit deeper into the Torvus bog. There's a couple places that we have access to, however, the game does want us to go back to the temple grounds because we need to receive the we need to get a new item that we can obtain now, which is the Seeker Missile Launcher. The Seeker Missile is essential for later parts of the game because there are several doors, including story-related doors, that we cannot get past without it. Like, you literally cannot progress through the game without this weapon. There's a lot of doors that actually require it, which I kind of hate, but it is what it is. You should have, I know I have ridiculously high amount of missiles at this point in the game because I'm using cheat codes, but you should have roughly, I don't know, maybe on average about 70 missiles if you're not really searching for them. But alright, like I said though, this is what it really is for, the boosting of activating the core cannons. But before I do that, there's actually 2 expansions I can get right over here, thanks to the moon. First one is going to be inside of this tunnel. I gotta just turn these little platforms over. And once I'm in there, just gotta head up here and out of this little route path here. Now, normally I just like to boost. That's the way you're supposed to get it. But of course, I never play by the rules. And if that's not just playing not by the rules, then what's really going to be not playing by the rules is the next expansion I'm going to be getting, which is actually in the room adjacent to this one, which is where we just fought the Boost Ball Guardian in the Dark World. Now, unfortunately, it is run by Dark Pirates, which are a pain in the butt. Mostly because you can't see them without the Dark Rifle. But thankfully, Hyper Beam makes them a complete joke. But in this pathway here is a very complicated series of spider ball tracks and other route-based railing systems that you need to head across in a specific order in order to reach up there where you can get that energy tank that's on top of this bridge. Now, I have had this problem a couple of times myself when getting this power-up, or getting this energy tank. I've had several occasions where I have been on, I believe it's this rotating platform here. This platform has, on multiple occasions, the camera angle, normally when you jump onto an open morph ball, the camera angle should be around here. However, I've had many occasions where the camera angle actually swept completely backwards and faced the other side of that spider ball track in the section that would normally be out of bounds. The only way I know how to fix that is to return to your previous save, or to leave the room, go 2 or 3 rooms ahead, and return and try again. However, that second method has not worked for me a couple of times, and sometimes it has, so I guess just be wary if you decide to go that route. Now, so I have a couple of paths I can take. I could probably get some more expansions, but I'm gonna wait to get the next expansion until after I return with the fucking... Wait, why am I going this way? Should I go this way? I can go either way. I'll go the light way. I usually don't like going down there, though, because the Wrenchler is like the weapon attack. Plus, there's also a Wrenchler in this room, too. And it attacks you as soon as you enter. Its lightning attack does not have a draw distance, so it can actually hit you from the other side of the screen without any difficulty whatsoever. So, like I said, we have to go back to the temple grounds to see the next expansion, which is a Seeker Missile. This is also the point in the game where the game really wants you to actually backtrack and go look for more power-ups. I tend to get power-ups on my way through, even without cheat codes. I very rarely, if ever, backtrack to a previously explored area until the game tells me I have to. Or if the game's area that I need to be in is only a few rooms away from the pathway I'm taking. Which does happen on quite a few occasions as well. Such as when you're hopping between elevators to get to the various different areas of the game through the temple grounds. Like just heading through the temple grounds to get to the Torvus Bog, you're going to head through parts of the temple grounds, like around your ship, where you can get a couple more expansions. But the one we're looking for is, again, the Seeker Missile, and if you couldn't tell by this half-pipe when we came in, this is the way we have to go for it. Now, of course, you can get up here a different way, but without the loose ball, you can't get past those disappearing platforms. So we'll just head inside this tunnel here. And inside of here is the base of the Great Temple. So if you look up, you can actually see that the Great Temple is above us. Each of these 4 lights is powered by one of the spinner wheels. And we need to get all 4 of the lights amplified to break that glass. Now there's a couple of different ways you can do it, but the way that I have always done it is you start with purple, you spin twice, exit out, head over to the blue one, you spin just once, exit out, then head across to yellow. Here you have to spin 3 times, exit out, and then finally head across the room to the red one and spin just once. The way I remember it is that the first and the last ones have a Luminoth body next to them. And voila! Seeker Missile. Also, I have seen a couple of videos around the internet floating around about this game about wondering if there is a way to get up to that dark portal over there. Now, I will do a separate video on this without cheat codes, but the way that you would do it normally is you would actually go right about here, and you would space jump into this hole here in a way that makes you standing up, and then you would space jump over to this portal. However, what I'm going to show you by moon jumping doing the exact same thing is that this portal doesn't exist. This portal does not lead to anywhere. At least, not right now. If we scan the portal chamber itself, portal is online but unstable, security system active. Portal use is currently impossible due to safety measures in place on the system. That is actually coming in handy later on at the very last bit of the game. Also, to use Super Missile, just hold the Y button, and you'll create like a little target reticle that you can attach to up to 5 targets, 2 to 5 targets, or even 1 target if you want. Now that we have the Seeker Missile, now we gotta head back through to the Torvus Bog, which thankfully is not that far away. Okay, I blew up a fucking bug, I guess, or loose ball without even intending to. That's fine. I am glad that, unlike in Metroid Prime 1, the divergence to receive the Seeker Missile is not that big. I mean, it's really just like 2 or 3 rooms, and you're back to where you want to be. And, well, actually more than 3 rooms, but it takes less than a minute to get back between those rooms. So it's not really a big deal. Especially if you set up the rooms the way that I did, in such that you opened up this little side hatch tunnel here, to where you can just go right through this tunnel and head up back to the door you need to head through. Right here, and then we'll be right back in Torvus Bog. Speedrunners definitely wouldn't consider these methods fast, but, well, I ain't no professional speedrunner, so it's fast for me. Fucking shriek bats, I hate those things. Alright, so now that we have the Seeker Missile, what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the underside of the Torvus Temple. First, let's head this way. Yeah, that thing's lightning attack does tend to walk right onto you. So just be wary of that, because you probably will get hit. As you can see, though, it doesn't do that much damage, so it's not that bad. But alright. Well, now that I do have the Seeker Missile, I can actually go ahead to the Dark Portal, and we can grab ourselves a Beam expansion, as well as a Power Bomb, since I already have Power Bombs. Excuse any loud noises there, I've just shifted. Alright, now over here, there is a Power Bomb door. Can I kill this thing? No. I think I can kill it with the Power Bomb, but I'm not sure. So I'll blow up this door too, just to make sure it's open. Inside of here, there will be a block over here on the right. I'm doing this to also test to see if I can blow this one up with the power bomb. No, didn't work. Okay. But we grab another power bomb expansion. Nice and simple there. Now, we will have to eventually come back to this room here, because there's actually a Sky Temple located in the purple water, the Poison Bog, underneath here. But with Seeker Missile, which is what I came here for first thing, was to just grab us a Beam expansion. And again, as I said before, the Seeker Missile cannot destroy, the Hyper Beam cannot destroy Seeker Missile. Which is why I needed the Seeker Missile to come here instead of doing it earlier. Also in here, we'll go ahead through this little tunnel opening. That way we can grab another missile expansion. Flaps in a room with different positions is kind of hard and it's fair. Alright, so we'll grab our quick missile. So I'd say in the last two videos I've grabbed like, what, 5, 6 missile expansions? Maybe 10 almost? Oh, excuse me. I needed me a little drinky drink. I usually would, like, moon jump out of here, but the last time I played Metroid Prime 2, I tried moon jumping into the entrance hole to the right of me right now, and it just, I tried for, like, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and it didn't work, so fuck it. Alright, on the other side of here, there's a dark door, and this dark door leads to the entrance over here, where we can get our first Torvus Bog key. Now, just like with the Amorphous, this Torvus Bog key is very close to the actual boss room. Now, the only reason I'm going in here now is because there's actually an energy tank that we can get inside of this boss room. Now, unfortunately, even with the moon jump, we can't access this boss here. The boss is actually that cocoon over there, or rather what's inside of it, but I can't access it because I need a cutscene to raise the platform for me to actually get in there properly. So even though I can technically moon jump into the arena, nothing will happen. So for the time being, we'll just head back through to the light world. We got one of the keys, and we've got an energy tank and another beam ammo. And a missile extension, too, so not a bad way to spend an afternoon, I suppose. I'll head through this way this time. I also just kind of missed a save center, but eh. The game's running pretty smoothly, and I haven't yet had any really game-breaking crashes in this. I've only had 2 freezes using the cheat codes with this computer, or I've had like dozens of crashes on the fucking laptop. Sometimes it's good just on a hot summer day to sit back and play some Metroid. Plus, it really feels good to record again. I've been a little bit wonky in the head for the last several days. I know I don't really talk about it very much on the channel. I usually try to keep my mental health situation sort of private. I know a lot of people don't really want to hear that kind of stuff. But, you know, the whole COVID-19 thing that's going around, hopefully that just mentioning it doesn't disable my observation or whatever. The whole thing going on in the world is wreaking havoc on a lot of people, myself included, especially my mental state, because I don't really do well with being cooped up in a single place all by myself or for any period of time with people. But I am doing okay. Thank God I'm doing alright so far. That could change, of course, but I've been very good about practicing the whole social distancing thing and staying out of people's hair and only leaving the house when I have to, like grocery runs and stuff like that. My brother's been helping me out a lot, keeping me company, making sure I'm staying sane, essentially, so... at least that's going well, and I really hope all of you guys out there are doing well as well, or doing good as well. Don't be afraid to let me know in the comments or shoot me a tweet on Twitter and let me know how you guys are feeling. I do care about your guys' well-being, of course, you know, just as a fellow person, you know, I have that sort of sympathy, because, you know, I'm human with a heart. That's turning into a different discussion. But anyway, that's going to go ahead and do it for this video, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked what you see and you want to see more, please consider hitting that subscribe button, leaving a like on the video, and a comment to let me know how you feel about this playthrough so far. And until next time, this has been ZDS, making fun one video at a time, and I will see you guys in the next video.